Joker was directed by Todd Phillips, stars Joaquin Phoenix, Robert De Niro, and Zazie Beetz. And in this film, we see Arthur Fleck, a man who lives in Gotham City that's beaten down by society and is going crazy to become the one and famous Joker. This is easily one of my most anticipated films of the year, and I didn't think this much hype was surrounding this film. You know, controversy, violence. It was all good. All freaking good. I totally did not get pissed off on what the controversy was. And if you guys don't know, look it up yourselves, because it's all over the place and it's great. But I wanted to go into this film with fresh eyes. I saw the trailers. They were fucking amazing. Like, they're easily probably my favorite trailers of the year. But I was also worried because how can you make a Joker origin story, especially without Batman? This film shows us and more, and I had a blast watching this movie. This is up there to being one of my favorite films of the year. Probably my number one. I don't know. I gotta check around, but Joker is one of those films that will stick with you days, even weeks after you see this movie. I love this movie so much. And all of it is because of Joaquin Phoenix, who gives, in my opinion, the best performance of any actor or actress, any person that's working in Hollywood right now of this entire year. He is fantastic. I haven't seen him this good since maybe Gladiator. I think this is his best role since then, and maybe his best role in period. I'm not fanboying. Again, I had to say this in so many reviews. I hate fanboying. I'm not fanboying about this movie. I look for flaws with every film. And there are some that I can talk about. They're not big issues to take away from. I can overlook them in hindsight. We'll talk about them in a little bit. Joaquin Phoenix is fantastic in this movie. It's one of those characters that you're scared to see. You don't sympathize with him. You honestly don't. You're scared of him. And I think that's the right approach for Todd Phillips to take and Joaquin Phoenix to act. And every scene that he's in, and in fact, every scene in this movie that involves Joaquin Phoenix, and it's pretty much every scene, is mesmerizing to watch. He gives my favorite performance of the year, and if he does not get an Oscar nomination, I would be both shocked and not shocked at the same time, because, you know, Academy is bullshit at this point. But I really, really bought into the origin, and I thought the story they told, it's probably the best you could with a Joker origin story. And I couldn't be happier with Todd Phillips also. Todd Phillips obviously directed Hangover movies and Old School and all those comedies, but seeing him go to this extreme with filmmaking is unprecedented. It's immaculately shot. It has so many haunting imagery. The score is probably my favorite of the year. It was so chilling and haunting. And whenever I hear the soundtrack, I always will think of one scene. I won't give it away, but that one scene is fucking amazing. I really loved the psychological turn of this character, and it's not not condoning violence. It's not saying this is what it's like. It's a cautionary tale. It's not endorsing you do these things. It's a story saying be careful, because society could do this to someone if we're not careful. And I love that so much. I really bought into so many things in this film with the story that they told. On some levels, they didn't really hit that much on, but for the most part, I bought into the story. I'll say my few issues, maybe the ending went a little bit too long. Just maybe cut 2 minutes at the ending, just 2, and it would have been good. It's still a good ending, a really good ending to this film, but I just think with the ending you could have had, it would have been a much tighter film. Also, this film undoubtedly is inspired in so many ways by Taxi Driver and King of Comedy. You've heard this a lot. But I haven't seen those films in a while, but I'm sure they definitely took inspiration to make this film with those two films. But the way Todd Phillips helms the film is much different from how Scorsese would helm a film. And I really, really am happy about that. It's not really a big issue. In fact, many of the issues I do have are not even that massive. This movie is fucking amazing. And I had to think about it for so long what I would give this movie and why do I love it so much. But I think I'm satisfied with what I'll give it. I'm gonna give Joker an A plus. It's that good. I'm so happy this movie worked out so well for me, and it's probably up there to be my favorite film of the year. Well, if you guys haven't seen Joker yet, please go see it. If you can stomach some things with the film, this film does have violent scenes, but I think they're tolerable for what you can have with this type of film. But the controversy is stupid. It's really stupid. I probably won't get into this as much. If I make a spoiler review, I definitely will talk about the controversy. It's dumb, but it's there. So I'll see you all later, recruits. Take care.